Just picture your long-loved loved one in a hospital bed, battled for each breath. Still, they make one last demand with an authority and precision that surprises everyone there. This is more than a tale of tragedy or disease. Love, perseverance, and life-changing moments are the themes. The cherished actor, husband, and father Mark Consuelos was in the intensive care unit, where the sound of machinery and the prayers of his loved ones accompanied him. However, the next events would render both Kelly Ripa and the entire globe speechless. Mark expressed a final request in his last days, and today we share that wish with you along with the devastating goodbye that shook even the strongest of us. Hold on for impact. Kelly Ripa is shown on screen. Sensitive filming location, silent illumination, beeping hospital monitors, and a recreation of an intensive care unit setting. There will never be another night like that. Mark, who is usually animated and humorous, remained quiet as he battled the invisible burden of his disease. The atmosphere was charged with tension as friends and family gathered in silence. Mark then, seemingly defying all odds, opened his eyes. He spoke something that shocked everyone in the room, and his voice was just above a whisper, concerning neither dread nor agony, but rather a desire that embodied the core of a loving life. "Make sure we never stop laughing," Mark remarked simply as he locked eyes with Kelly. "Assure me of that." It was crystal clear at that time. Even though he knew he was dying, Mark's focus remained on the happiness, connection, and laughter he wished to impart to those who would come after him. But this was just the start of the tale that would touch the hearts of Americans everywhere. Cut to Kelly's emotional reaction, her eyes welling up with tears, as the camera pans out to leave viewers bewildered by her response to the deeply moving desire. Visual. A serene studio as Kelly strolls across it, with gentle symphonic background music and voiceover excerpts from her interviews. Kelly Ripa, an actress renowned for her charisma, composure, and wit, was cast as the grieving wife, a part she had never practiced. An overwhelming wave of feelings, love, grief, fear, and resolve, washed over her as Mark spoke. With a gentle touch, Kelly held his hand and whispered, "I swear, even in the worst of times, we will find a way to laugh." What she said was more than a promise. It was a promise of solace. Despite the assurance, a tempest of doubt raged behind it. Would their time together be more abundant? Will she be able to grant his dying wish? There was a turning point in this intense emotional experience, and it served as a reminder that the depth of presence in each passing second can be a better measure of love than the passage of years. Cut to Mark thinking quietly in the intensive care unit. While the audience waits for him to speak, soft music builds to a crescendo. Mark and Kelly are shown in tender, personal views as they hold hands and the light from the window blinds gradually fades. There was more than a wish that Mark communicated in those last hours. With thankfulness, reminiscence, and wisdom, he spoke. It was as if every word and event had been purposefully selected. He thought back on their first meeting, their experiences together, and the laughing that had gotten them through all those years. Then he shouted something completely out of left field. "Feel free to live your life fearlessly in my absence." That is the true present. A sobering reminder that life goes on regardless of how much we grieve. The power of love is greater than any physical distance, and bravery can emerge from the darkest hours. Unfortunately, Kelly and their children had to fight back tears when they heard this news, attempting to stay true to the essence of his message while confronting the certainty of certain loss. With a gentle fade to black and a lingering shot of Kelly's distraught face, the audience is left wondering how she can keep her vow. Photos of Mark and Kelly with their families, at red carpet events, and in humorous moments throughout the years make up this montage. Mark's dying desire wasn't only words on a page. It outlined the ideal way of living. Even while in the intensive care unit, he had his sights set on the things that would be important long after he had passed away. Happiness, joy, and the indestructible links of family. Those words were deeply felt by Kelly Ripa. She started to incorporate humor into her everyday existence, savoring every joke, smile, and silly moment that Mark loved. Honoring someone's last wish is about more than just remembering them, she realized as she did so. Every day, you should strive to live your life in a way that brings people joy. Kelly in slow motion, emotionally charged but resolute. As the show nears its finale, viewers can feel the motivational message intensifying. Then the unforgettable moment arrived. All the while, the machinery hummed. There was silence in the room as Kelly leaned in for one more kiss. All the things she wanted to say but didn't want to say were murmured. I will always love you. Hers was pinched by Mark's hand, a small but meaningful indication that love persisted till the very end. He let out a long breath, leaving behind more than just recollections. In a moment that shook fans to their core, Mark Consuelos, the beloved actor and television personality, revealed his final wish from the ICU, leaving not only his wife, Kelly Ripa, but also millions of viewers around the world heartbroken. What was meant to be a moment of strength and resilience turned into an emotional and tragic goodbye, forever altering the lives of those who knew and loved him. The world had long known Kelly and Mark as one of television's most charming and endearing couples. Together, they built a strong empire, appearing as co-hosts on Live with Kelly and Mark, among many other projects. Their on-screen chemistry and public personas made them one of the most adored duos in the entertainment industry. However, behind their ever-present smiles and public personas, their lives were filled with challenges, including Mark's recent health battle, which led to an emotional final chapter. The shocking revelation. The story unfolded in an emotional segment of Live with Kelly and Mark, during a live broadcast that would forever be etched in the minds of viewers. Mark's sudden hospitalization due to an undisclosed illness had already captured public attention, and fans had been anxiously awaiting updates on his condition. It was in this moment, from the ICU, that Mark made an emotional confession that would leave everyone in tears. From his hospital bed, Mark, still fighting for his life, recorded a message for his family, fans, and Kelly. His voice was weak, but the sincerity in his words was undeniable. Mark, who had always been known for his strength and vitality, spoke openly about his love for his family and his deep appreciation for his wife, Kelly. But it was his final wish that truly left everyone stunned. "I just want you to know that I love you all," Mark said, struggling to find strength in his words. "Kelly, you've been my rock. You've always been the one who keeps me going. Please, take care of our children and remember the good times. I want you to remember the laughter, not the sadness." In this emotional moment, Mark revealed that his final wish was simple but powerful: for his family to remember him as a source of joy, and for them to continue living their lives to the fullest, even after he was gone. His words, filled with both sorrow and love, struck a chord with those who had followed his career and witnessed his relationship with Kelly and their family. Kelly Ripa's heartbreaking goodbye. As Mark's final wish was revealed, Kelly's response was heartbreaking. The strength she had shown in the public eye for so many years was visibly shaken in this moment. Overcome with emotion, Kelly spoke to the audience, her voice quivering as she recalled the years of love, laughter, and hardship she had shared with her husband. "We've been through so much together," Kelly said, her tears flowing freely as she addressed the viewers. "Mark and I have always been a team, and this is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. I've never imagined a day where I'd have to say goodbye to the love of my life. But in my heart, I know that he would want me to be strong for our family." The emotional weight of the moment was palpable, and viewers were left in tears as Kelly, choked with emotion, bid farewell to her husband in the most heartbreaking way possible. "Mark, I'll always love you," she said. "I promise I will keep living our story, and I'll make sure our children always know how much you love them." For Kelly, this goodbye was more than just the end of a chapter in their lives. It was a reminder of the fragile nature of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. Her message was not just for Mark, but for everyone watching: to love deeply, to live fully, and to never take a single moment for granted. The public's reaction. Mark and Kelly's fans, who had watched their journey unfold over the years, were devastated by the news. Social media erupted with an outpouring of support, condolences, and tributes for the couple. Fans who had seen the couple grow from their early days as co-hosts on Live to their beautiful family life were heartbroken at the thought of losing Mark. Many fans shared their own personal experiences of grief and loss, finding solace in the way Mark and Kelly had handled the situation with such grace and love. The public's reaction reflected the deep connection that the couple had built over the years, not just as public figures, but as people who had inspired others with their authenticity and love for each other. Messages flooded in from celebrities, friends, and family, all offering their heartfelt condolences to Kelly and the entire Consuelos family. Even in the face of such heartache, the love and support from their community were evident, as people stood by the couple during this incredibly difficult time. The legacy of Mark Consuelos. Mark's final wish left an indelible mark on everyone who had the privilege of watching his life unfold in the public eye. He wasn't just a beloved actor or television personality. He was a man who deeply loved his family, and his passing would leave a void in the hearts of many. In the wake of Mark's passing, Kelly has vowed to continue their legacy, making sure their children understand the importance of love, laughter, and resilience, values Mark had instilled in their family from the very beginning. His final message to Kelly, asking her to live life to the fullest, will live on as a guiding principle for the family. As Kelly continues to grieve, she has also made it clear that she will carry Mark's memory with her in everything she does. Mark may no longer be here with us physically, but he will always be in my heart, in the hearts of our children, and in the hearts of everyone who knew him, Kelly said during a public statement. Mark Consuelos' final wish and Kelly's heartbreaking goodbye have left fans with a powerful reminder. Life is fragile, and we should cherish every moment, every laugh, and every person we hold dear. The love between Mark and Kelly is one that will never be forgotten, and their story will continue to inspire others to live with love, joy, and authenticity. As fans, we say goodbye to Mark, but his legacy of love, laughter, and kindness will live on in the hearts of all those who loved him.